which Angel maybe will collect. Just keeping an eye on things for now, seeing if there's a reaction from G2. So the brazen plays of G2 from previous rounds may kill more time for Hellraisers, where you've seen Smith making his way through B tunnels, where you've seen Existence top mid. Now it seems that Hellraisers fear this.
Oh, this round's Angel caught Smith. Smith went through an immediate rotation. I think they feared that A-rush, and he got caught straight away. And that's going to make things more difficult here for G2 for sure. They're just waiting now. Incoming are the T players. Hellraisers pushing that A-bomb site. Oh, Shox with an elevated position there on the side around the smoke. Can he find some dodgy angles here to play off of? Yes, he can. Kenny's also whittling down the numbers. More and more T players here for Hellraisers falling. And Shox is just still standing tall on this smoke. Kenny's will finally die, but that's the bomb down on the ground. Woxic has to clutch against 3. This has worked out very well for G2.
How does he get the 1 versus 1s? Trying to thin the numbers now. He's unscoped. He's got to go fast, but Existence will have an advantage because he's further away from the smoke. And there is the reset that G2 are looking for. But there's still money to buy for Hellraisers because they got that extra round, if you will.
Yeah, this smoke from Shox, this was awesome. I don't think I've seen somebody play this. This one, presumably, is a one-way.
Yeah, gimmicks in a best of 1 can win you a match. Now, if that happened in a round prior, that would have been really, really bad for Hellraisers, but at least they have a chance to get back into it with another full buy. They've got less utility, but they've got a dangerous guns. Woxic on the AWP. That's a great shot from Existence.
That kind of busts Hellraisers a bit in their early timings as well, because you can see they were firing down mid with the AWP and providing covering fire, which created a very fast rush timing on short, but Existence just pops the first player, so then you don't have the surprise element anymore. Ooh, that's a big frag though. That's a good way to try to make good of it, and that creates a lot of pressure. And you can see how G2 are split 2 and 2 on either bomb side, and they're trying to go aggressive here to try to take initiative back, and it's not going to work.
Existence now may do the same play. Yeah, he's going straight into B tunnel. Very unlikely, unless you're going towards B, to expect a second player to do the same. But G2 are losing numbers all over the place, and well, they do have another buy in the bank, but with only 2 players left, they may have to save. There's one more picked off. Okay, that's changing very quickly indeed. All of a sudden, it's a 1 versus 1.
Very dynamic stuff going on. It's pretty fun to watch how G2 here are not afraid to just go for the pushes again and again. Now, Woxic, he is in such a strong position, and the quality of player Woxic is, it's hard to see him not able to close this round out. The bomb planted favorably with the AWP in hand, all the way along against the AK-47. Existence needs a hell of a shot to make this one a reality, and he's not going to be able to even pull the trigger. Lovely finish from Woxic.
Woxic has taken delivery of a new mouse. So the mouse loaned by Faceit will be going back to Faceit Towers. We're good for him. Always great to see Woxic delivering. Hellraisers on the comeback now. Again, only Smiths is short. He's got $2,000. Everybody else has cash to buy. So perhaps he has dropped a FAMAS. They are a French team after all, for the most part.
It's quite interesting too if you can see the rounds won there. Only 2 rounds where the round was won or lost via defuse or detonation. So there's Hellraisers. There are a lot of rounds that are ending before they can get a bomb down, which is I think interesting. And the times in which Hellraisers have found most success is the B rushes. All the other rounds have been close, or they just get shut down before they can get to the A site, which is pretty interesting. G2 are having so much success there, and into a new round. Hellraisers really need to turn this one on its head. Only 3 rounds at the moment. They'll go with a long take to start things off, and G2 have completely voided long at the beginning of the round.
Yes, they have. So Smith indeed will be on the FAMAS. Shox is waiting for a flash on a short position, but the whole Hellraisers team are in long, and I would imagine they'll be here for a while, as we're often seeing when a T side takes long with most of the numbers. Hellraisers with no map control elsewhere. In previous rounds, they did look for rotations and so on early on. Maybe expecting less of that, but will they just concentrate on the long position? And if so, how will their approach towards short B? How will they take these duels once they start to go up the elevator. The first smoke is down. They're waiting for the counter grenades and plays from G2. Maybe for an opening. Is Body going to give it to them? They know Woxic is out there somewhere with an AWP. Up on the new and improved platform. At the end of long.
Shox is out of position to play that smoke trick again. Body's the one on the site with Kenny instead. Shox is on short. It's very difficult to stop this. They're cut off. There's a buffer of smokes between the T's and the CTs. Looks like Body wants to break that. Existence will charge through as well. Oh my goodness! Angel had no idea. There's no cover from the back lines. Existence and Kenny S just laying into them. How on earth did that timing happen?
Yeah, Existence is fragging today. 11 kills for him so far. It's great to see. Yeah. I don't think I'm mistaken in saying that he was a sniper in Source.
Yes, he was.
Which
yeah.
I really would love to see him pick up an AWP. Not on occasion, because that doesn't really count, but just out of interest. But here we are. He is fragging today. That was really interesting. I have to say, it's unlucky for Hellraisers because of the smokes on the site. There was a great Molotov to land on the boxes to stop somebody from standing right behind them. And you could see it landed perfectly, but it was too close to the smoke. But that's definitely one to pick up from the demo. Hellraisers back on pistols now. 5 Desert Eagles. They've got the Butcher by. They're looking for the meat shots. See if they can get any. In the meantime, there is absolutely damage to be done to the G2 esports economy. Almost said G Sports.
It's so far been really fun to watch G2 just because of the level of thought in their Dust 2. It is much beyond, I think, any other team I've seen playing Dust 2 recently, and I think it's just because we've been seeing a lot of teams that have been very active in the tournament circuits, and they haven't had the time to prepare as much on this map. And
I think it's a warning, though, to other teams in this stage of what they may expect from G2 and other maps as well. Just the sheer aggression that we've been seeing. Shox running out of bullets, and now there's a numbers game is here. The Deagles continue, and this becomes a winnable round for Hellraisers. They may have post-plant positions.
Yes, this is a big problem. Body is far away, and those Deagles are very dangerous. Dead Fox has picked up an orb, and Dead Fox is just incredible. He's just one of these standout players the last couple of weeks to me, which has impressed time and again. And he's got that AWP in playing at post-plant on the A side. I don't know if G2 can retake this round. It's going to be very difficult indeed. It will take down Angel, but it does fall down to if Bonnet can just get at least one frag, just lighten the load for Dead Fox. And he can't do it. So now Dead Fox in on the clutch. 1 versus 3. Players on both sides. There's one good connection. 2 more to go. And Body is fast with the headshot. Body waited for a very long time to get to his teammates. And there's just enough time here for Existence to cut the wires, and that will be another round for G2. But it was expensive, and they don't have the most money in the world. But this is a very strong CT side, Jays. We haven't seen too many dominant CT sides in the limited Dust 2s we've seen so far.
9-3, tactical timeout from Hellraisers. 3 rounds from this half so far. Running out of opportunities. As you can see, there will be a force by Bombik on a Galil. And a few bits and bobs. What will Dead Fox have to offer us? Some hand slaps from the team. So proud, so happy to get to this stage of the major. The future is theirs to write. So let's see how this continues. Shox on an AK-47. You do love to see that.
Yeah. It's so cool too because it's just when you see the French players like just how they fight and shoot, it's a different breed. I have to say, especially kind of the tapping that we see from Shox. You just don't see it as much these days, so it's very fun to watch. And Hellraisers perhaps going for that B split, just straight B split. But the positioning of G2, they are very susceptible to losing around to a B split. Unless Shox can do something from CT spawn as he's moving there, this could be the difference. Oh, can he find something with the spray? While the Tracers will give up his position, and Existence is caught out of position as well. This is not a good look for G2.
That was unfortunately poorly timed for them. Smith's trying to do what he can, but that will be the round for Hellraisers, and that is so needed for the squad. 3 rounds just isn't enough in any half of Counter-Strike at this point. But they look good for round number 4, and the money's going to be in the bin for G2, but perhaps with Kenny on the AWP, something can be done. Trying to save. As he jumps away, Angel will have those sound cues. But the AK won't be enough. Body will take him out. So perhaps this AWP can be saved after all.
It really snowballed, didn't it? After, you know, Shocks went down for the full spray. And you feel like, you know, someone like Shocks could realize that was very punishable. He must have been so sure that he could get a kill or two, and wanted to at the same time create the distraction that his teammate could come out of the double doors of B and shoot them in the back. That must have been the thinking for Shocks, but as we can see, you know, sometimes a good idea can make you look a bit stupid if it doesn't go your way. And, well, Hellraisers, you know, they get to 4 rounds, making this match more competitive.
Nice play. The traces are scary these days. Every third bullet, starting with the first, will send a tracer from most guns. Something to be aware of. Angel quickly towards the top mid position, smokes on the Xbox area, and there's a short play once again. Who's going to hear who first? Angel is underneath the box. I don't think he's aware of the short play. In the meantime, Smith will be taking out another early frag towards B. Angel's got 1 frag in him, but there are no CTs now in the B bomb